when we were in the chat before the show started, Larry, you brought up something that I don't think any of our guests, anyone here on the panel with me had ever heard of before. Time blindness. It's a new category. It's a new equity thing. And this is, when you said that to me, I was just amazed by the stupidity of this and also the dependence that it creates, because it's a new category of mental health.
So let me bring this up since you brought it up. I'm sorry, if you want to bring up my point, you can't do it. I'll add this all into the mix. The time blindness piece. Some of you who are watching or listening may remember it. It was a TikTok, and it was a young woman who says, I'm upset because I got yelled at because I was going to an interview and I was asking if they have some other way of dealing with people who have time blindness, meaning people who have trouble being on time. That is now called time. I've never heard of it either. It's now called time blindness. And then she said, my friend who was with me decided to change the subject because I guess he was embarrassed. And then afterwards yelled at her and said, what's wrong with you? You can't, this is a job interview. What are you doing? You can't say you have time blindness. What's wrong with you? He yells at her and she gets mad and she says, no, that's insane. No, they have to accommodate me. And then, and then I guess he says like, well, no, you're entitled. And she goes, entitlement, that's not entitlement. There are other options that can help me out. If you think you can just yell at me, you're entitled. That's the actual TikTok. So now once you guys put your tongues back in your mouths and close your mouths, you can now respond if you would, please. Go ahead.
She's lucky it wasn't us there that she was talking to. She would have been a sobbing puddle on the floor. That poor girl. Well, first of all, I didn't realize I have time blindness since I'm always late, but it's actually just because I'm a vain bitch who spends too long getting ready. And
there we go.
A similar reason for her.
You know what? If they only had some type of portable clock that maybe you can carry with you, like that might go on your wrist or something. If they would just invent that, then maybe, or some type of time device that you might be able to hold with you in some way. If they would only invent that, then that would have like an alarm on it or something like that. They would just invent that. Maybe we can get around this time blindness thing, but
why when you can just keep inventing new identities for yourself?
That's true.
I mean, that really is the crux of it. We have turned identity-based victimhood into the highest social status imaginable. So people, especially white liberals who are bored and have nothing better to do and want that acceptance and that validation, will keep creating new identities for themselves.
Well, see, you just hit something, Mike, and so did there was a comment from Joel who just mentioned, and watch, this is going to happen. You know how there's and I know, Larry, you've heard this before, there's black people time. And anyone who's black has heard of this. It's black people's time.
Yes.
And now you're going to hear, someone is going to listen to this conversation. Someone who I would probably never agree with is going to come up and go, well, see, it not only is it a mental disease, this is a mental disease that's racial. And so you're double evil. We're double evil right now to dare say that this is somewhat less than the most pressing issue for America at this moment. Not an answer to mental health.
If you penalize me because I'm late, now you're racist.
Yeah. You're going to hear someone do that.
It's gay time too, but again, that's just because we're vain little bitches.
I mean, every category can now have a new subcategory of
So if you're black and gay, don't even show up. Don't even bother showing up because you're good. Don't even show up. You just get paid. That's not how it works. You just get paid. You just collect your check on Fridays. That's it.
Dara, you are like speechless right now.